Good morning, everyone. In the last topic, we have discussed about the alkenes. Today, we are going to discuss about the alkenes. What are the alkenes and what are their chemical and physical properties. So, before starting about the topics, we will study about the alkenes. What are the alkenes? Those are the compounds which contains the carbon-carbon double bond. They are considered as alkenes. So, all those of the compound which have carbon-carbon double bond lay in the category of the alkenes. Now, the nomenclature, how the nomenclature will take place. When we talk about the nomenclature of the alkenes, we have already discussed in the previous chapter about the nomenclature, the complete IUPAC nomenclature of almost all the functional group which is involved in your syllabus. So, we are not going to discuss about the alkenes again. Now, the isomerism. What type of isomerism the system is capable to go? So, the alkenes are capable to show the chain isomerism. They are also capable to show the position isomerism. That means the position of the functional group may vary from position number 1 to 2, 2 to 3 or something like that. And they are also capable to show the geometrical isomerism, that is the cis-trans isomerism due to unavailable rotation of the bond. And we have already studied about all of these of the three different isomerism. So, we are going to start with the preparation. How to prepare the alkenes? Which of the compounds are needed for the preparation of the alkene? So, we can prepare the alkene by using the haloalkenes. Then the first topic is from haloalkenes. This is the haloalkane CH3 CH2 Cl. When it is treated with alcoholic KOH, it gives beta elimination, that is the CH2 double bond CH2 plus KCl. The reaction is called beta elimination reaction. एक्चुअली इस रिएक्शन जब हम एल्कोहलिक KOH से ट्रीट करते हैं तो हैलोजन यहाँ से निकलता है, ये कार्बन अल्फा कार्बन बोला जाता है, और द डायरेक्टली अटैच्ड कार्बन टू द अल्फा कार्बन इज कॉल्ड द बीटा कार्बन. दैट मींस वो कार्बन जो फंक्शन को कैरी करता है दैट इज द अल्फा कार्बन, और जो कार्बन अल्फा कार्बन से डायरेक्टली अटैच होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड द बीटा कार्बन. तो दीज आर द अल्फा एंड बीटा कार्बन. Now, in the presence of alcoholic KOH, the elimination takes place. That means the halogen from here and hydrogen from here eliminates, and this reaction is called the beta elimination, which is yielding the alkenes. लेकिन अगर आप alcoholic KOH के जगह पे aqueous KOH यूज कर देंगे तो क्या होगा? In the case of aqueous KOH, the substitution will lead to the elimination, and as a result, whatever the product will be formed, that will be called alcohol. That means the elimination of the halogen will not take place. That will be the substitution of halogen with the hydroxyl group will take place, and that is called the preparation of the alcohol. So, always alcoholic KOH is needed. In this case, only one beta carbon was there. But if there are two different beta carbons, different means both the beta carbons are the different alkyl groups. In these are the cases, when you will treat with the alcoholic KOH, what will be the product? Surely the product will be the beta elimination product, the alkene. But here it is the alpha carbon. This one is beta, and this one is again a beta carbon. In these are the cases, in the case of the two different beta carbon, from which of the beta carbon the elimination will take place? Sedgwick जी clearly बोलते हैं, the Sedgwick rule says that the beta elimination will take place from the bulkier most alkyl group. बीटा एलिमिनेशन उस साइड से होगा, उस पोजीशन से होगा जहां पर एल्किल चेन सबसे बल्कि है, सबसे बड़ा है, सबसे भारी भरकम है. सो इन दीज आर द टू, दिस इज द मेथिल एंड दिस वन इज एथिल. Out of methyl and ethyl, ethyl is considered as a bulkier group, so the product will be CH3 CH double bond CH3, and the reaction follows the Sedgwick rule. So according to Sedgwick rule, the beta elimination will take place from the bulkier most alkyl group. This was the preparation from the alkene, and this one is following the Sedgwick rule. Now the next one, preparation from alcohol. The process of preparation of alkene from alcohol is well known as acid catalyzed dehydrolysis, dehydration of the alcohol. So this is the alcohol CH3CH2OH. When it is treated with the sulfuric acid H2SO4 and heat, it will form dehydrated product similar to that of the beta elimination reaction and will form water. In this reaction, sulfuric acid is acting as a catalyst, so the reaction is called acid catalyte dehydrolysis of alcohol. This is the simplest reaction which is used for the preparation of the alkene. There are some other methods are also there, that is from vicinal dihalide. What is vicinal dihalide? When two different halogens are attached on the consecutive carbons, carbon number 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, like something, if the two halogens are attached on the two consecutive carbons, that is called the vicinal dihalide. And if two halogens are attached on the same carbon, अगर दोनों halogens सेम ही कार्बन पे हो जाए तब उसे कहेंगे geminal dihalide. Okay, so we are talking about the vicinal dihalide. This is the vicinal dihalide CH2Cl, that is 1,2-dichloroethane. When it is treated with zinc, what happens? The zinc will react with the chlorine, forming ZnCl2 and resulting CH2 double bond CH2 along with ZnCl2. During writing of the organic reaction, it is not necessary every time to write the inorganic byproduct. Inorganic byproduct को लिखना इतना ज़्यादा important नहीं है किसी भी chemical reaction को लिखते समय. So it is not necessary every time to write the inorganic byproduct. Then this is the reaction. This is the way for the formation of the alkene from vicinal dihalide. One more method is also there, that is from the alkynes. How will you prepare alkene from the alkynes? Here with the alkyne, when you will have to prepare the alkene, a simple reduction reaction will take place. By the reduction of alkyne, the alkene will be ईल्डेड. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि एल्काइन के पास दो पाई बॉन्ड होते हैं, एक सिग्मा 2 पाई बॉन्ड. अगर एक पाई बॉन्ड रिड्यूस हो रहा है तो दूसरा क्यों नहीं? दूसरे को भी तो रिड्यूस हो जाना चाहिए, तो दूसरा क्यों नहीं रिड्यूस हो रहा? अगर पहला रिड्यूस हो रहा है तो दूसरा क्यों नहीं रिड्यूस हो रहा? उसके लिए अगर हम कहें तो उसके लिए हमें एक बहुत ही माइल्ड रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट चाहिए. एक ऐसा रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट बस एक एल्काइन को, एक पाई बॉन्ड को रिड्यूस कर सके, दूसरे को छोड़ दे. और ऐसे रिएजेंट यहाँ पे यूज होते हैं, that is the palladium in presence of activated charcoal. The reagent is called Lindlar's reagent. So it is the Lindlar's reagent which is used for the conversion of alkyne to alkene. I think it's clear to all of you. Now the properties of the alkynes, that is the physical property. What are the physical properties of the alkyne? When we talk about the physical property, we talk about the color. Sorry, alkenes we are talking. We are talking about the color, smell, boiling and melting point, and the last one, that is the solubility. These are the 4 factors we are going to talk. So when we start from the color, what is the color of the compound? The color will be colorless. Why colorless? Just similar to that of the alkene, the alkenes are also made by the carbon and hydrogen. And when a system is made by the carbon and hydrogen, due to the absence of D subshell in the case of carbon and due to the absence of P subshell in the case of hydrogen, there is no chance for the excitation of electron is there. And in absence of excitation, the system is not capable to show the color. So the alkenes are also colorless by the nature. The next one is smell, that have a pleasant smell, sweet smell you can say. But when you talk about the reason why the system is colorless or why the system have the specific smell, then we are capable to explain that why they are colorless, but we are not capable to explain that why they have the pleasant or unpleasant smell. In the case of alkene, they have the pleasant smell. We have already discussed that the smell can be discussed only on the basis of the biology, and we are not discussing here the biology, we are discussing the chemistry. The next one, the boiling and melting point, again low, and reason is again same as in the case of the alkenes. There's no any specific bond formation is going to take place, no any specific intermolecular attraction force is going to work there, and this is the reason only van der Waals force will act, and this is the reason why the boiling and melting point will become low. The last, that is the solubility. The substance is not soluble. The gaseous systems are soluble in a very small amount, but other species, other liquid and solid species are not soluble with the water. So now we are going to discuss about the chemical properties, and in the chemical property, the first property we are going to discuss, that is the reaction with halo acid. When we discuss about the reaction with the halo acid, what happens with the halo acid? We knew the compound is unsaturated compound alkene, so the addition reaction is going to take place. And if the addition reaction is going to take place, the HBr will approach on the system. One position will be approached by the hydrogen and next position will be approached by the bromine. The simple addition reaction takes place. The alkene turns in the form of the haloalkane, the ethene turns in the form of bromoethane. In this specific case, this alkene is symmetrical alkene, so there's no any specific position that on this position the bromine will move, on this position the hydrogen will move. कोई आपको पोजीशन को डिस्कस करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. लेकिन जब ऐसा कोई सिस्टम होगा, दिस इज कॉल्ड अनसिमेट्रिकल एल्कीन. एक कार्बन देखिए CH2 है, दूसरा CH है जिसके साथ CH3 लगा हुआ है. दिस इज नॉट द सिमेट्रिकल एल्कीन. तो अगर अनसिमेट्रिकल एल्कीन है तो किस पोजीशन पे हाइड्रोजन लगाएं और किस पोजीशन पे ब्रोमीन लगाएं? क्या यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन लगाएं या यहाँ पे लगाएं? क्या यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन लगाएं या यहाँ पे लगाएं? तो हम इसके लिए एक रूल पढ़ते हैं. द रूल इज कॉल्ड मार्कोनी-काव रूल. When we talk about the Markovnikov rule, Markovnikov says, in the case of addition reaction on an unsymmetrical alkene, the more electronegative atom will approach at the unsaturated carbon having lesser number of hydrogen. In this case, the bromine, which is a more electronegative element, more electronegative atom, will approach at the unsaturated carbon. These are the two unsaturated carbon. Will approach at the unsaturated carbon having lesser number of hydrogen. So this one have the lesser number of hydrogen. The bromine will approach here. So the compound will be 2-bromoethane. And the rule which is governing it, that is called the Markovnikov rule. But if the reaction, if the conditions are saying that we need 1 bromopropane, then what will you do? अगर आपको यहाँ की जगह पे दूसरी पोजीशन पे ब्रोमीन चाहिए, तब आप क्या करेंगे? उसके लिए हम क्या करते हैं? यहाँ पे पेरोक्साइड लगा देते हैं. दिस इज द बेंजोइल पेरोक्साइड. इससे क्या होता है? द नेक्स्ट रूल, दैट इज कॉल्ड द एंटी-मार्कोनिकॉव रूल और खरास इफेक्ट. खरास इफेक्ट क्या कहता है? खरास इफेक्ट कहता है, इन द केस ऑफ एडिशन ऑन द unsymmetrical alkene, the more electronegative element will approach on the unsaturated carbon having greater number of hydrogen in presence of peroxide. अगर peroxide का प्रेजेंस है तो more electronegative element उस कार्बन पे जाएगा जिसके पास greater number of hydrogens हैं. So in this case, the more electronegative bromine will approach on the SCH2, that is the primary position, instead of CH, as in the case of the previous one. So the compound will be 2-bromopropane, and the rule is called anti-Markovnikov rule, or that is also known as Kharas effect. So this is the rule which is governing the reaction. These are the very important rules in the case of the addition reaction. We are seeing some other chemical property like reaction with hydrogen. What will happen if the reaction of hydrogen on the alkene will take place? Surely the reduction will take place in the presence of the reducing agent. Addition of hydrogen is called the reduction. So the process of addition of hydrogen will take place in the presence of the reducing agent, and we have used it in the form of the palladium, Pd, palladium. Now, when the addition will take place, the compound will form CH3CH3. The simple alkane will be formed if you are treating it with the hydrogen. That means the hydrogen will convert the alkene in the form of the alkene. Now, if you are using halogens, that means reaction with halogen, then what happens? Again the same reaction will take place. The simple addition reaction will take place in presence of Cl2 and any of the non-protic solvent. I am taking CCl4 here. You can take some other reagent too. So in this case, the product will be CH2Cl and CH2Cl. That is 1,2-dichloroethane. But if the reaction is taking place with water, then what? Reaction with water. This is the alkene CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O in presence of acid. It will give CH3 CH2OH, that is the ethanol. So alkene on hydrolysis will give the alcohol. The hydrolysis, that is the addition of water, also follows the same rule, that is called the Markovnikov rule. So it follows the Markovnikov rule in this reaction. Some other reactions, when you are treating the ethene with peroxide, excess of alkene, the excess of ethene with the peroxide, it undergo the polymerization, and the product which is formed by the polymerization is called polyethene, well known as polythenes. In our market there are two different type of polythenes are there. The first type of polythene is called the low density polythene or LDP, and second type is called the high density polythene, that is called the HDP. The low density polythene is prepared in presence of benzoyl peroxide, which act as an initiator, and second type of polythene, that is the HDP high density polythene, is prepared in presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst. I am repeating again, it is a Ziegler-Natta catalyst, and in this way the preparation of polyethylene takes place. Polyethylene is one of the materials which is creating lot of problem and which is one of the most popular material in our daily usage. It's enough for today. In the next lecture, in the next video, we will discuss about the further topics. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.